First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On 1st and 10, McNabb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Move. Check. Lucky.
Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Now McNabb. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down. And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ball. Go.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On the double. 60 mark. Hey, me and you all day. Be careful.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Watch the slats. 60 mark. Now.
Operating from the gun, Lane. This is Johnson, he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Lane, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready to break.
59. Hey, pick your game up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, Lane. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's McNabb. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Out of the gun, McNabb. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Harris to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Break. 60 mark, 60 mark. Switch up, switch up.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set up. 60 or. Hey, let's get that home. Good. 60 mark, 60 mark. Set up.
To throw on 2nd down. Lane. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Lane. And he's got his target. That's more. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Well, here's a first down throw that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go.
Hey, Zoo.
60 mark, 60 mark.
Deep grip.
Back to throw. Lane. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. To throw on second, McNabb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
And he finds McDonald. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On first down, it's McNabb. It's caught by Jackson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. McNabb to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. To evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll go with the keeper. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Second down, McNabb. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action. It's McNabb. That's caught by Jackson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. McNabb. He's got quick. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, McNabb. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
You ready?
60 mark, 60 mark.
Yo, 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 go, go.
60, go.
Looking to throw on second down. Lane. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's McNabb. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's 2nd and 8. They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple of completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy. Shoot.
On first down, Lane. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing again. Lane. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Set up. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Here we go. Here we go.
Big grip.
Throwing on 1st down. Lane will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
60 mark.
Let's down.
Looking to throw. Lane. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
I'll tell you who was excited by that play, and that was the defensive front. They didn't need any additional help. They got to him in a hurry. And right there, he had to make a big-time decision. I think he made the right one. Protect the football, then protect yourself.
Maybe not necessarily in that order.
He will never admit to that, but he's probably been about himself first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
60 or.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. He'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, McNabb. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lane. And that's complete. It's Sims. The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's Sims on the run. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
On the ball.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They come up in an offset eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now McNabb. Completes it to Quinn. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's McNabb throwing the out route and complete. It's McDonald. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun, McNabb. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a first down throw, McNabb. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
McNabb to throw. And an alley to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Lane, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Back to throw. Lane. Johnson's got it complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
65.
From the gun, Lane. And Sanders has got it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Get ready. Get ready. Ready. 60 mark, 60 mark. Know your job.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
On first down, Sanders. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 60. Hey. 60 Mike.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
60 Mike. 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Lane. Open man is Galladay, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively,